Om Jananim Sharadam Devim Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Padapadme Tayo Shritva Pranamami Muhurmuhu. This song Naren is singing, and it describes the transcendental experience that Naren is aspiring for. He wants to have direct experience of the transcendental reality, the ultimate reality by which one transcends the nature in its entirety and dwells in the eternal life of bliss, peace, love, absolute. That's what Naren is expecting. In this we see the dropping away of the body awareness. Deha bhava get destroyed. Totally, the Atma bhava comes into picture. Unless the Atma bhava comes into picture and body awareness, Deha bhava goes off, there can neither be, even in the world, you cannot have peace or relief. You cannot have. To have the transcendental is far off. So we slowly grow from the gross animalhood to the perfect divinehood. We get rid of our animal nature, transcend the human nature, and manifest our inner divinity. The manifestation of divinity is a very, very slow process. Little by little, divinity starts manifesting. Two important things we see, Shraddha and Asakti. Total dedication, Shraddha. I have given myself to this particular aspect of sadhana. Perfect, I should be in every field that I am going to work in. How to work out our end, our goal. Shraddha. Shraddha is absolute dedication without compromise. With all commitment, we attend to. That is, when we sit for a certain thing, any kind of sadhana, japa or anything, or worship, I am there 100%, given myself 100% to that act of worship or japa. I am not split, my mind is not going anywhere. I am giving myself. This is what we call pramanikata. That is absolute sincerity. I have given myself to that. And we combine all the yogas together, especially in the Ramakrishna tradition. The bhakti, jnana, karma and yoga are taken together because we have a combination of our existence. We have a bodily existence, we have will to control our senses and mind. If their will is not expressed or utilized or made to work in the world, we usually work ego and will we use in the world. So it cannot be used in the spiritual world. We fail in the spiritual world because our ego and will we are utilizing in the external world. Same ego has to be exercised in spiritual life. We see everywhere small insults we cannot bear, small extra work we cannot bear, small disciplines we cannot follow because ego is getting hurt. On the other side, disciplines make us see movement is always easy. To sit quietly is difficult because this is Jagat is Gati Pradhana. You see, every atom is electrons and protons are just spinning all the time. Since the creation, every atom is, everything is moving. Stars and planets, whatever is there in this universe is moving. Moving is very easy, chalana. To sit quietly is impossible. So mind runs, senses run, body runs. To quietly make the mind quietly sit in one place, it doesn't accept. Running is easy, stopping is very difficult. And this requires will and ego. What we are doing is, we are driving what is being driven by nature, we are making it run more by using our ego and will in the world. Mind is running outside, I am making the ego and will to make it run more. So senses are running. So we find bearing difficulty becomes very difficult. Strains of sadhana. Tapas is an important part because we are strengthening the will for spiritual world. Tapas is one of the important disciplines. Another discipline is service, work. And in case of work will be always at the circumference. In the center, there will be absence of work. Akarma. Karma is outside, akarma is within. The paridhi and kendra. In paridhi, karma will be there. Jivanasya paridehe. Antah karma. Kendre akarma. Inside just must be akarma. Work must be outside. Work is not the end of sadhana. Work is not the purpose of life. Money is not purpose of life. Bhagavad Prapti is purpose of life. So when body and mind works inside, there must be akarma. I am not doing it at all. The sense of I am doing comes. I am doing awareness, good awareness. The akarma is not there inside. Karma is outside and inside is akarma. You can see almost all saints, they are running and working for the world. We can see in Ramakrishna Math and Mission how much of work is going on. Each sadhu is working like a lion. I used to just wonder in Belur Math that mutt of his, that sadhu used to sit. Abba. No time even to look here, there. Udvananji was there in T Nagar, Chennai. He was looking after 18 schools, 16 schools, 16 colleges, about 20,000 students working. How many principals, how many teachers, how many students? Government problem, students problem, teachers problem, parents problem, every day. And directly under him was one children's hostel, a nursery school, a primary school, middle school students. They will come running every 3 minutes, one person will come. My book he has torn, my shirt he has torn. He has hidden my something. Where? And that sadhu is to stand in the morning in front of Thakur during Aarti and do 108 japa and go and sit in his desk till night 11 o'clock. So many telephones around. And we saw him when he was operated for thyroid. After giving anesthesia, he was audibly repeating his mantra, Ishta mantra. Audibly. We were taken inside to the operation theatre. And he's repeating, anesthesia is given, no reflexes, but he's uttering the Ishta mantra. We can hear the operation doing doctor is also disciple of the same Vinayakanandaji Maharaj. Same mantra. And he asked anesthetist, see, he is talking, how can I operate? He said, go ahead. He took a needle and put under the nail. No reflexes. Most painful situation, putting the needle under the nail. Anybody will reflect. No reflexes. But mantra is going on. They put the clip and they put this one, still uttering the mantra. And when he was brought to ward, he still repeating the mantra, unconscious state. And then doctor told us to call him when he starts moving his body. About 1.5 hours he was lying down. Only mantra is going on. Little legs started giving small jerks. We thought he's waking up. And we went and reported doctor. His hands and feet are moving. Little movement, he has put his hand below the pillow and pulled out his japamala. He has not come fully to the waking state also. How reflexes act. What is inside a person? That is akarma. Inside he is doing so much of activity from morning, 5 o'clock he is there, up to 11 o'clock. He just drags his body, and my dear Swami to everyone who comes. Anybody coming to Chennai, any Swami or devotee, he will straight away go to T Nagar. That was the mother's house for all. So much of love, concern about whoever comes. So, where is the karma? What happened to his karma? Last he had, at the ripe old age, he had intestine cancer. And the same smiling face, sitting and continuously saint's life, contemplating on saint's life, Mahabharata, Ramayana. He is in joy. The doctors who was attending on him, his wife was a surgeon in US and she had not come to India for last 18 years. He used to go and come once in a year. She had not come. He made her to come and see the Swami. We chanted today, Ekadashi. Prasannatayanagadabhishekatah tathanamam vanavasa dukkatah mukhambuja shri raghunandanasya me sadastu samanjula mangala pradam. He is full of joy always, Rama, the smiling face. He is getting ready. They are giving bath and all early in the morning for Pattabhisheka. Next moment he is asked to go to the forest. The same smiling face. No differences. Tathanam na mamlav vanavasa dukkhata. Throughout the forest life, he had the same face filled with joy and peace. That is akarma. No action. His body and mind is doing action. Inside, even the awareness I am doing is not there. Paridhi. In the circumference, work is going on, and inside, Kendra, where he stays, there is no action. There is inaction. Inaction. This is what we have to practice. We have to practice inaction inside. Let the body and mind be working in the world. I am at bliss. I am in joy. And you see, every work will give you joy. Every work you will do with love when you are not bound by karma. Now every karma binds us. Even talking, when people talk about some person, Swamiji is like this, immediately I bite my tongue. Oh, what is it to you? How did it come out of your mouth? What are you seeing? When are you going to see the divine? One day we have to see divine in everything. When they utter, Vak is karmendriya, important karmendriya. When will you exhaust that karma? The Vak. So, inside akarma, then you see Vak is completely divinized, and how to see the divine in this world, standing beyond good and bad, right and wrong, that comes into picture. Important features. Narendra is singing, and what does he mean? About freedom. You see, at thy beloved feet I shall renounce my life, we saw life. And so at last I shall gain the life's goal, we saw. I shall enjoy the bliss of heaven while still yet on earth. I am living in the body and enjoying the bliss of God. I am living in this earth and enjoying the bliss of the heaven. And if heavenly joy I am enjoying in this world, what am I? I am God moving about in the world. be the gods moving about on this earth. They are the people who have come to this world only to give and bless. So that we see, while yet on earth, where else is the boon so rare bestowed? Where else can I get except at the feet of God, where I renounce my life? Where else is the boon? Boon. It is given. I don't deserve. I have no right or authority to ask also. I just stand and watch with gazing eyes, and the grace descends to give me this, to bestow on us that where else is a boon so rare bestowed, then I shall see thy glory, pure and untouched by stain. As the darkness flees from light, so will my darkest sins desert me at thy dawn's approach. Beautiful expressions. Just like when light comes, darkness runs away. Darkness will not be there when light comes. Immediately darkness disappears. Like that, my sins will disappear. In scriptures, when we say sin, it includes merit also. Papa means punya also. Papa means not only sin, papa. Punya also is included in sin because it will be the cause of birth, rebirth. Whatever causes rebirth, whether it is punya karma or papa karma, you have to take birth. But punya karma make you, after taking human birth, think a little about God at least, now and then, sometime. And if it is too much, you will be, apart from punya, if there is a little sadhana bala, then you will be born in some good family. Yoginam gehe or Srimatam gehe. He will be born in the Srimatam gehe. What type of Srimatam gehe? They are purest form. That kind of family will be born. Spiritual balance is there. Punya karma, of course, everything is convenient, everything is flourishing. Such places we are born. Then I shall see thy glory, pure and untouched by stain. What is the example which doesn't get stained here? Space. Fire cannot burn space. Water cannot. Wet space. Air cannot dry space. Space is unaffected by, nothing can stain. Throw a little paint on any object, it will get stained. But space doesn't get stained. Like that, God doesn't have darkness. Sun doesn't know what is darkness. Sun doesn't know what is darkness. Because if his light falls on the tree, shade is below the tree and invisible to the sun always. It is the same line. On the other side, sun goes this side, shadow runs that side. Sun is constantly moving, apparent motion of the sun. Tree shade avoids looking at the sun. Wherever it goes, this house, when sun is setting, the shadow comes that side. Sun is rising, shadow is this side. It is against sun always. Sun never sees, even is shadow. On all sides it is light and light alone. God is like that. Full of light always. There is no darkness of any kind. Maya doesn't affect. He is always full of light. He gives light to all. No stain, pure and that glory. Pure, when we say pure, is when it never gets contaminated like gold. It doesn't get tarnished. Kilbidiyala. All other metals get, but gold doesn't. So nothing harms it, nothing transforms it, nothing changes it. That purity, and from which divinity manifests. Most important is where the spirituality is radiated, that is pure. Spiritual and divine. Where spiritual and divine, suppose this is pure, then this will be radiating divinity. How do you see your divinity? Peace, love and joy. These three will be there. And darkness flees from light, so will my darkest sins and all sins. Merits also. As desert me at thy dawn's approach. God's presence is like dawn. Dawn is how slowly the darkness is replaced by light, and the whole horizon shines with golden color. Like that, the life's fulfillment, the darkness of tamas of the world, all that is gone, and the light of Atman, the unaffected, which is never going to affect, that joy, that peace, bliss, love, absolute, not relative. Relative and absolute. Relative means I am happier than yesterday. Absolute means it's ultimate. That is the, what all joys you can find anywhere is there in that. Then it is called absolute. Absolute bliss means there is no other bliss other than this. Whatever bliss you can see anywhere, is a small particle of this bliss. Then this bliss is absolute. It is ultimate and unchallenged. Then we call it absolute. It never gets changed. Avyaya is not there. At the dawn's approach. Dawn's approach here is vision of God. Vision of one's soul, Atman. Atman, personal God, and impersonal absolute are one and the same. With reference to the observer's point, in what way you are experiencing that God. God, if you experience within yourself, God, pure God. If you experience within yourself, we call it Atman. If we witness it beyond the universe as the cause of universe, then we call it Brahman. If you experience the same Chaitanya, this Satchidananda Sagara, as pervading the universe, then we call it immanent, the Ishvara. God. So it is relative to the observer. The terms, the same thing. In different terms, we are explaining the same thing. Brahman and Atman are same. You go from back door and see the infinite space, then Atman, from front door you go and see the same infinite space, you call it Brahman. Brahman and Atman are same, he is Brahmajnana. I am that. Aham Brahmasmi. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.